I have a brand new core routine, which is going to focus on those deep abdominals, the obliques, the lumbar paravertebral muscles, the whole trunk, the whole torso, the pelvis. Going to get you nice and strong around that mid-torso so you can run really efficiently, effectively with good posture. We'll start this one on our backs with some deep abdominal activation. So we'll start off here just nice and flat, and those knees will come to 90 degrees. You want to turn your palms up just so that you're not going to use your hands too much. Plug your shoulders down, float your knees up towards 90, and then from here, flatten out through your lower back. We're going to start to float those knees all the way in towards your nose. Keep going, keep going. It's that little reverse ab curl to lift, tuck, and hold. Slowly descend all the way down. We go for a double heel tap, and we go again. So the goal with this one is that posterior pelvic tilt, lower core lift, and then a really slow lower, gentle heel tap at the bottom. We have 3 more just like this. So you've got to use those really deep stabilizing muscles in the lower core for this one. And that eccentric lowering here, that's the real challenge. We've got 2 more just like this. Trying to keep those knees together. Shoulders down, not relying on those arms too much. Let's go for 1 more here. Curl, lift, make it a good one. Right to the top, and then a slow descent all the way down. We return after our heel tap to 90 degrees. From here, reach your hands up towards the ceiling, palms in. Curl, reach, twist straight to the left, right leg will extend. We hold, little oblique curl here. And we just go for some little pulses of that right leg. So we're reaching across the body to really get the obliques, tiny little oscillating pulses of that right leg, lifting up the right shoulder, reaching diagonally across for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight back to your start position and across to the other side. Curl, reach, twist towards the right, left leg extends. We hold, and we have those little pulses here. So nice and small, you have a straight leg, tiny little lift, elbows are straight, reaching oblique across the body, little isometric hold here for the torso. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight back to center position. We come up again exactly as before and hold at the top. This time, we're going to rainbow the arms straight across to the other side. So we're going across from the left and then across to the right. So we're holding that nice high lift of the shoulders, getting a little bit of lower core, a little bit of hip flexor, a little bit of oblique as we rotate from left to right. Really specific to running here. Your pelvis is locked in space. Your hips are heavy, but you're getting that nice little thoracic twist, nice relaxed arm swing. And you're just here for the next 10, 9, 8, 7, try and get maximum length through those legs. Nice and high through the shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just go for a little rest. Feet flat, arms wide, a little shimmy from side to side. And we're coming all the way up and over into a forearm plank. So once again, a focus here on those lower abdominals. We're going to get a little bit more paravertebral muscle here through the spine as we come into this prone position. So your knees are down, your knees are together, flex at the heels, lengthen your neck, shoulders down. Start to slowly lower, tap the toes, and then slowly lift. So we're not working too hard just yet, just a couple of these. Warming up in this position, your shoulders are nice and still, hips stay engaged, and it's just a slow eccentric tap and slow lift. We have 2 more like this. Then we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. And we're coming up to our last one. Pause when you get to the bottom, tuck your toes under. We find ourselves into our forearm plank. We hold that forearm plank, one side hip dip to the right, come back to center, slowly lower the knees. Heels back towards the glutes, hamstring curl. Slow lengthening of that lower core. Lift to hover, hip dip just to the left. So we're literally using every possible aspect of the core here. You've got your lower back muscles here just gently engaged. You've got those lower core muscles lifting as you lift your knees, getting that oblique lateral twist as you go for your hip dip. And all very slow, controlled, and keeping an eye on that posture. So back nice and steady, legs go nice and straight. And we have 2 more each side here. Making sure the elbows and the wrists are in parallel, like tram tracks. Squeezing your quads, squeezing your glutes as you come up into your plank. And just making sure as you go to your heel curl, trying to keep your knees together, heels nice and tight. We have 1 more rep to the left and the right. Good, starting to really build a little bit of strength endurance for this one. We've got 1 more here to our last side. We'll hold up after our last rep, and then from here, push the heels back. We have a round of 20 seconds of single knee tap from left to right. So from here, you can envision a glass of wine or a nice strong latte sitting on your lower back. Your hips are staying nice and level, just that little bit of lower core here as you tap 1 knee, switch tap the other knee, and switch tap 1 knee, and straight to the other knee. You have last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those knees come down, tailbone comes up. Little happy puppy stretch, release those shoulders. And then from here, place your palms directly underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, hip width apart for this one. And what we're gonna do is push up into your full plank. Push your heels back, and I want you to drop your heels to the right, like we did before, that little bit of hip dip, but then reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Hold your side plank. From here, we're gonna have a bit of fun with it. Bend the knees, hand comes towards your hips. Back to your start position, and we go straight to the other side. Heels drop left, right arm reach and twist. From here, bend the knees, back to center, and level up back to midline. So we're getting the obliques, getting shoulders, we're getting legs, and that nice foundational core in the middle is what ties everything together. Leading with the heels, keeping the hips engaged, arm reaching, knees bending, and just making sure as you're doing it again, that thoracic spine, usually the first telltale sign of fatigue, is staying strong, straight, keeping your eye gaze towards your hands, not towards your feet. And that upper body will make a big difference for keeping the core in check and the rest of your posture nice and straight. You have 1 more each way. And we'll finish off this last one, keeping it very run specific. Our next phase is going to involve a little bit of hip strength. So from here, coming back into your plank, squaring up through your hips, take your right knee to your right side elbow and hold. From here, we tick-tock across to the left side elbow, back to the right side elbow, from the left side elbow, back to the right side elbow. You have 10, 9 strength endurance here for the obliques, core, lower back muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight to the other side. We bring that left knee, left elbow across to the right and back to the left. Across to the right and back to the left. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those knees come down, tailbone comes back to the heels, stretching it out into a little bit of flexion. Have a little sway from side to side, and then spinning around onto your sit bones. Nearly through the last little grand finale at the end. You've got your palms next to your sit bones, and I want you to have your heels and your knees together. Sitting up tall, then C-curve your spine back, soften your elbows, relax your neck, C-curve halfway, float your knees to 90 degrees. And then from here, pull your knees in towards your chest. What I want you to do is start to extend your legs as you roll back. And as you bend your knees, bring your knees across to the right. Extend your legs through straight. Bring your knees across to the left. So obliques here, once again working into the hips, lower core. You've got to control the lower using your back muscles, the front of your core muscles, and your side waist. And see if you can start to get a little bit more range. So really working on that range through the hips, as well as strength through the abs. And you've got another 15 seconds here, just switching from left to right, minimum weight in your hands before we finish on our back for our final little core series here, finishing very similarly to how we started. You have 8, 7, we'll meet back at midline in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet back at midline here, hovering your arms off, turn your palms up, shoulders relaxed. We'll slowly start to roll all the way down onto our backs. Hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. From here, curl, lift up through your chest, tuck your chin in. Extend your right hand all the way forwards. Right leg extends all the way forwards. All right, lift a little higher, and then from here, tiny little pulses of your right heel. So your right arm is reaching. You've got external rotation through your shoulder to open up through your chest. You've got your left elbow nice and wide, and those pulses are small, controlled, little isometric hold here for 8, 7, we're switching over, 15 seconds for the other leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees back to 90 here. Left leg, left arm, reach, hold, extend, palm up. Little tiny pulses up and up and up. Right elbow wide, left knee nice and tight. You have your final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Feet flat. Arms go wide, and then just go for a little sway side to side. And your core should feel nice and strong, nice and balanced, front, back, and sides. Let me know how you went with that one and enjoy your next run. I hope you enjoyed your session of Pilates with AB. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the link below for more exercise snacks, mobility tips, and runner special sequences. Enjoy.